Whatever, we'll go live anyway. Okay, going live. It looks like we are live now. Okay, and I think we can get started. We'll probably have people join as we get going. We're a little behind our 8 p.m. start time, but hey, had to make sure to get the episode ready for you guys. So here we go. Welcome to Someone's Happy Hour. Today is October 11th, episode 44, and we've got an awesome show in store for you guys. Today we're going to talk some adulting 101. We found an article that kind of listed 7 pillars of adulting, so we're going to give our takes on those. We're going to do our normal segments, our deep dives, 4 p.m. meetings of the week, comedic report, all that fun stuff, and then wrap it up with our 5v5 of best smells. So, pretty good episode for you guys,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, definitely. We're coming back here again for this week, and then next week we might have to take a little hiatus. I know I'll be gone for a wedding,
Yes, that is
so
right. That is right. And oh shit, we just jumped to 4 viewers. We're just going up the leaderboards from 0 to 4 real quick.
yeah, we're cruising.
Cruising.
But for this episode today, we found this topic hopefully interesting of
Yeah,
adulting,
yeah,
and we're kind of going based off an article we found that basically states it this if you have your life together. So it'll be interesting to see how we compare and maybe how you guys compare.
yeah, exactly. Like this should be a pretty relatable topic talking about like adulting 101, stuff like that. So, should be pretty good. Hopefully, you guys can relate to it. Again, as with any of these lives, the whole thing is to engage with y'all. So definitely talk with us in the chat. Ask us questions throughout. Comment on what we're saying. Provide your feedback. All that fun stuff. Um, Other side note for those of y'all who joined the live last week, hopefully the lag is gone. I realized that the reason why it lagged so bad is pretty much every video that's ever been posted on any of our socials was still stored on my laptop and I had like no storage left, which is why everything was lagging. So I cleared a lot of that out and hopefully it's coming in crystal clear and you can see our lovely faces and hear our voices. So yeah, but thanks to everyone who's tuning into the YouTube and obviously everyone who's listening to the podcast later. But we can go ahead and get started with our morning stand up. Tyler, what do you got?
Yeah, thanks for the intro. No, yeah, it has been pretty much of a quiet week. Nancy's had her friends over this weekend, so it's been fun going out, hanging out with them. One thing that's been interesting is them talking about their hikes of like seeing snow in the mountains and like seeing pictures of like a blizzard happening.
Mhm.
And then like here it's still like sunny and like 70. So it's definitely interesting that you can like drive an hour and have snow or not have, you know, just the polar opposites of that. And it's like really funny to have that. I never thought of like, oh, I'll just drive up to the mountains for like to go skiing. And it's like, no, you really can go now if you want. So
Yeah.
that was crazy. And then as I said in the intro here, this weekend we're leaving for Minnesota again. We're just gonna miss Jason here,
Yeah.
and we'll be like ships passing
Yeah,
in
I
the
know.
night,
I'm warming it up for you guys.
and hopefully it's not too cold there because we have a wedding to go to again for some of my old friends. So
Yeah,
should be a fun time.
that's gonna be awesome. Yeah, no, that one thing I will say. So, as you can probably tell, I'm in a hotel room for those of you on the YouTube. And yeah, so obviously, as I mentioned on the last episode, back in good old Minnesota, where Tyler will be here, like you said, on Thursday. But one thing I will say, because I was actually worried about the weather myself coming here, I was like, am I actually going to have to like pack a jacket or anything like that? It's actually not bad. It's basically the same. Although I'm about to say it's same as Illinois, dude. You know, you've been in Illinois so much lately, so that's like literally the worst point of reference. Um, but it's honestly probably like I don't know, like seven, like maybe high 60s, mid 60s. Right now it's 63, but it's also 8:30 at night. So like that's not terrible. It's
I don't think the last time I was in Illinois. I think I was in there for Kyle and Emma's
was that Memorial Day? Was
wedding.
that the last time you were here?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's the last time I was in
That's
Illinois.
crazy. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I'm in Illinois all the time, so it's not that exciting. But yeah, no, it's that's actually crazy to realize that you haven't been back here in that much, like in that amount of time. That's nuts. But sooner or
Yeah,
later, you'll be out here and probably like around the holidays, stuff like that. I know you're talking about.
that's
But
right.
so yeah, I get to come back to the good old Illinois area. But Yeah, so I'm in Minnesota right now. Here we'll be here for the next few days for work. So that's good. Get food paid for and travel paid for and all that fun stuff. So living lavish. But yeah, nothing honestly similar to Tyler. Not much going on other than being out here this week. One thing I will say that's been a development. I know I've talked shit about Coach Hammock. For those of you who is an NIU football coach, I talk shit about him on here. If you follow me on Twitter, I tweet at all NIU coaches or just coaches in general, like nobody's safe. I've decided that I was being a little emotional after the Michigan loss that me, Kyle, Andy, and
Right.
Gavin saw in person. It was brutal. And I've decided to be back on Team NIU and Team Coach Hammock. And I'm not going to take credit for the last win, but I also am not going to not say that me having the NIU game on the big TV for the entirety of its game and putting the other big name games on smaller screens didn't contribute to the victory. So I'm not going to say that like I contributed, but I'm also not saying that. But yeah, all in on NIU. I think we're just going to win the rest of our games and win the MAC and just go crazy. But yeah, so very excited about that. Nothing but support for my guy Hammock, so that's exciting. Maybe he'll tweet me
You have to
back.
put your application. You have to put your application in for grad school there soon,
I
dude.
don't know about that. I don't know about that. Let's not get crazy. Let's not get crazy. Um, but yeah, all in support for NIU. But yeah, otherwise, really relaxing week. Not really much going on. Just chilling. And then, yeah, coming up on Thursday, I know Kyle said he's in the chat. We've got, I guess the other thing we've got coming up is we have playoffs for our softball team on Thursday. So that'll be fun. Um, but I think, Kyle, correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, and Andy, if you're listening to, or whoever, if anyone else who's listening is on our team, I think we've won one game. But yeah, I don't know. So, anyways, yes, so that is that. And it looks like we got Emma here as well. Emma, thanks for joining. I'm not going to comment on what's commented in the YouTube. And yeah, so that's the morning stand up. We will move over to our main topic of Adulting 101, talking about, like we said, kind of just a bunch of different things. We found this article on, we were just like figuring out what to talk about for today. And we found this article that kind of had like 7 pillars of just adulting like basics. So I guess I'll highlight them really quick and then Tyler and I can kind of just talk about whatever. You guys, I'm sure, have experiences with each of these and you can talk about them as well.
That's
Basically,
right.
what they boil down to,
Well,
wait, sorry, did you have something?
no, I say that's right. Hopefully, but you guys can relate to some of these more than we can because I definitely know I do not attach to all of these.
Yes.
So
So that comes down. So what it comes down to, yeah, we're not saying we're good at these. Just to preface, we're just saying this is what it said. It's like very basics of being an adult. Like this is what you got. We've got financial basics, basic cooking skills, health and household, organization and career development, and communication. I guess we bundled some of those up, but basically they're like 7 main things. So
yeah, yeah, we kind
we
of
kind of
put them
bundled
together.
bundled it up. But yeah, so I guess starting off financial basics, but we were joking about budgeting earlier before we got on. Um,
Financial basics,
yeah,
yeah.
like financial basics. I feel like one of the
We have
biggest,
the basics of having a bank account,
yeah, like you got a
but
bank account. That's like I guess that is the basics. You got lines of credit probably, like credit cards,
hopefully,
hopefully, but that also could be dangerous. I feel like one of the things that's like I know you're the same way, and I feel like this is one of the like I think one of the reasons that you and I got so close so quickly when we were in college is because we had the same mentality of like not really thinking twice of spending money on like experiences, like not batting an eye at like randomly like you know what, dude, we should go to Chicago. Like, just what's we got nothing going on. Like, let's just go. So, like, that's something that definitely has not changed. And I'm way too bad at like I will spare no expense on a trip and just go balls to the wall. Just like, fuck it, dude. Like, let's get the nice air, like, let's get this nicer Airbnb or let's get this, let's go to this location or do all these cool, like, things or eat at this really cool place. But
yeah. Well, I think it comes down to like, however you prioritize your budget. But like, I do agree there with like, I feel like most of the priority of my paychecks was being saved for a vacation or saved for a trip. Because like I'm like, it's not necessarily living paycheck to paycheck. I guess I like was in that like terms of I'd be saving for spring break or saving for winter break or saving for a trip in November. And like
Mhm.
that's how I broke down each of my years. Because I was like, I'm gonna take a trip on one of these on these like select dates,
Mhm.
no matter what. So I have to save money for it. So like I'm gonna pretty much like either buy the flight ahead of time so it's already out of the way. Wasn't very good at saving, so like I'd have to buy stuff right away to make sure I had it or had the money then, and then live paycheck to paycheck until then, and then have enough money for
Yeah,
it while I'm
yeah.
out there.
No, absolutely, absolutely. I definitely would not say this is a strength of mine. I would like to say I'm going to get better with it. I think something that's so funny is like well, first off, I guess before I was about to be like, I feel like sometimes I'll be like, you know what, I'm not going to spend money like to eat out right now or whatever. Granted, I'm pretty bad with that still, where I'll like impulsively be like, I don't feel like
Yeah,
making dinner. But
I,
but I think something that's so funny to like think about is I will like go back and forth in my head on like Friday night, Thursday night, or random night of the week, and be like, do I really want to spend like 30, $40 to eat out tonight and have it delivered? But then when I go out on like the weekends, I'll be like, oh yeah, dude, next round's on me. And like not even bat an eye when the bill's like, oh, $150 because you're in Chicago and you bought like a few rounds of drinks and like, oh, people are like, oh yeah, yeah, I'll Venmo you. Knowing that like, okay, you may not get all the Venmos, which is fine. But it's just so funny because it's like I'm so like strict with, well, not very. I gonna put that in loose terms. But like I'll like go back so much back and forth when I'm like, should I really spend money on this food? Should I not? And then not even bat an eye when it comes to alcohol. I'll be like, going out on the weekend, here we go.
yeah, I would say I was a lot worse at it when I was in St. Louis, just based on like how things cost,
Mm.
and especially with like now like with how popular Uber Eats and DoorDash has become, it's like
It's too easy.
it's almost like it's like bad influence because I'm like I could literally have whatever
Yeah.
restaurant in Denver I want at my doorstep.
Well,
So
and it's hard too when you're in like big cities like Chicago and Denver because there's all of these good
yeah, if I
food.
was in DeKalb, you probably couldn't even get
Yeah.
a driver.
Well,
So like it
well,
wouldn't
and it's not
matter.
even that. It's like the food options. There's just so many. Like you could literally get so many, and so many good food options. It's not just like the variety; it's the quality is just so good. Because like I know it's funny. Like there'll be times where like I've only ordered on like DoorDash from a place before, and I'll be walking around Chicago and be like, oh shit, that's where that place is. And I've like never physically been there. It's just because I happen to have DoorDash, and I was like, dude, they had really good food. It's just I've never actually seen the location just because DoorDash
Yeah,
is just so easy.
no, definitely. But yeah, I think since I've moved here to Denver, I've been a lot more aware of my funds and a lot more aware of what I'm spending,
Mhm.
just basically because like the cost of everything, plus like one thing that is to be aware of here is there's a lot more like free things to do.
Yeah.
And like with those free things, like you don't have to spend as much money, so you're not as worried about it. So you have to budget for like, going out to some like event or like buying tickets every weekend or whatever. You can literally just go to a mountain.
Yeah, no,
So
exactly, exactly. I think another thing, and I'd be curious for the people listening who have to deal, like, obviously, one of the like annoying things you got to deal with because it takes money out of your paycheck, and then you got to deal with that at the end of the year is like taxes and like having to learn how to do all that stuff. Like, I'd be curious. I know I'm like basically like I would say I don't know how to do. Okay, I know how to do my taxes, but I know how to do it through TurboTax. Like that for me is like my godsend. Like I could just go through there and just like sometimes like auto loads your information, or other times you're just like you have to like put in and it'll like basically be like plug and chug. Like you'll have the document in front of you. It's like put in box two, and it's like okay, box two, and then you're like going back and like it's literally made painfully easy. But like I know like I think Kyle said for one of his accounting classes like they had to like actually do their taxes, and that sounds miserable. Like I would like never in a million years want to do that.
yeah. Well, I think it's also like the like now at the ease of technology and like the ease of access and like data and everything, like now even like how we were talking before this about like balancing a checkbook, like we had to do that in one of my classes in high school,
Mm.
but like your app like takes care of it for you. And like the whole thing of balancing a checkbook is you're writing checks.
Mm.
Like you're not because what the whole reason behind it is you're writing a check and you want
You want to
like
make
if
sure
the
that
check hasn't
yeah,
cleared
you want to make sure the
if the
check
check hasn't
cashes.
cleared yet, like you already like spent that much money. So you want to make sure you balance it. at like the end of the month or
Yeah.
like what at the end of the week or whatever you do. So it's like literally we have like all these tools to like take care of our funding for us. And it's like it literally gives us no excuse not to have like a budget, but like
Yeah.
now it's just like, well, it's even easier to not have a
Oh yeah.
budget.
I also just think like the concept of taxes is so stupid because like they take so much money out of your paycheck and then at the end of the year they still try to like yeah, you get a refund in certain areas, but it's like for whatever reason, the Illinois just fucks you in taxes because they'll just be like, "Oh yeah, you still owe this much." It's like you've literally taken I've set it up to where you can take the maximum out of my paycheck every month. So that way ideally I'd get a refund and then Illinois is like, no, you owe me money. Like they tried. I remember
Oh
last year
yeah.
when I lived in California and Texas. Texas, it was awesome. Does not have state income tax. And I remember Illinois because there was no I think it was W-2 that showed up for Texas because it doesn't have a W-2. Illinois tried claiming like, oh, well, so there's nothing there. So you were lived in Illinois for like six months of the year, which I didn't. But they tried claiming that. So you owe 2 grand. I was like, what the I was like, no. I was like, no, I did not. So I had to like go in, put in that I lived in Texas 6 months. It's like, okay, you only owe us like this much. And I was like, I literally was here for like a week of 2020, but
Yeah.
it's
I
so
remember
stupid.
that there was like an issue that was happening to me and my friends with like doing taxes, and this is boring, but like during like doing the TurboTax or whatever, but like for some reason it would like delete your income tax after like you logged in your W-2
Really.
or your W yeah,
I
your
think it's
W-2, right?
W-2. Dude, I have no idea. I think it's
Or
W-2.
W-4. What are the
Du-
form is
there's
that you
there's
get in
there's a
the mail?
W-4 and a
Your
W-2.
1099 or whatever the fuck it is.
Okay, I don't know. They all I think you do all three. I think everyone does a W-2, a W-4, and a 1099. I could not tell you the difference between the three.
Yeah, whatever one you get back, and that's the document you're using to fill it out. But for some reason, it would like remove, like delete. It would just like I put the number in for state income
Hmm.
tax, like taken out of my paycheck, and then I'd go all the way through and like you're getting a refund, and then all of a sudden at the end it'd be like, oh, time to do Illinois taxes, and it would like go back, delete what I put in back for that document section for state income, and then it'd be like, oh, you owe us 2 grand, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, no,
Like you just said I was
Illinois.
getting a fucking paycheck.
Yeah, Illinois is not the best when it
This will
comes
be the
to.
first time I won't have Illinois
Yeah.
on my taxes.
Wait, did you had Illinois in your taxes last year, even though you were in St. Louis? Oh, but didn't you technically have
Oh
your?
wait, no,
Did you have an updated
no, you're
Missouri? Did
right.
you have an updated Missouri
Hold on.
license though? I don't know how that works. Are we about
So it
to
was like,
uncover that you have tax fraud from 2020? No, I'm kidding.
so it was 2019 to 2020. I was still living in Illinois in 2019,
Hmm. 2020, you
and
would have
then
been in
so for
St. Louis the entire
2020,
time.
yes, yeah, okay. So I only had Missouri
Uh,
taxes last year,
I hope so,
so
dude.
this is the first time,
They're gonna be coming for you.
unless I'm paying taxes to someone.
Hopefully they don't listen, dude. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, no, all that stuff is just a pain in the fucking ass. And like having to deal with like
Yeah,
all the fucking bills that come through and adulting sucks. Like there's times where I'm like, damn, dude, I miss when I was in like third grade, not a care in the world, and just going to school. And I was like, damn, dude, school sucks. But it's like, did it really suck? No, it didn't. Like, man up, dude.
yeah, I
Just go
know.
to
I
fucking
miss like
class.
just literally not having to worry about existential pressures.
Yeah. It's like that saying like the grass is always greener. It's like you're always like, oh, dude, I just can't wait till like middle school. I can't wait till high school. I can't wait till college. And it's like once you get there, it's like shit sucks.
Yeah, I want to come back.
Be like, take me
But
back.
yeah, we can we can move on from
Yeah,
this very riveting topic of financial
yeah, I know,
basics
I know.
and get into something a little more fun, like our cooking skills,
Yes,
and which we kind of talked about. Obviously, those probably aren't the best for you and I either, judging by how much we use DoorDash and Uber
yeah,
Eats.
that's very
But
true. Hey, we
I would
we choose
say
what to order though. We do go through and be like customize.
that's right, dude. You gotta train the palate. But I would say that our cooking skills are on par for an adult.
I would agree.
And
Like I think the thing where and I know like you're probably I know you're the same way because I know we've talked about this. I remember even when I was at your place, I've stolen a few things like the taco bowls you guys make and stuff 'cause that's so easy. But I think the biggest
yeah,
thing for
well,
me, I was to say, I think the biggest thing for me is like I hate the prep. So like there'll be times where I'm like in a mood where for something specific and I'll like carve out time to like make something. But nine chances out of ten, I'm gonna be like, dude, I just want to eat. So like I want to eat quick. I don't want to have to worry about like the prep, which leads me to DoorDash far too often. But I think one of the things that when it comes to that, I will usually just repeat like I am fine with having like tacos like once a week every week. I'm fine with having like chicken a couple times a week. Like I'm not a huge like oh my gosh I need like I obviously have some
Like a
variety,
new thing
but
every night.
it's not like I
Yeah.
need to be like I can't repeat meals over like 2 weeks. Like if you told me that I couldn't repeat meals over like a 2 week span, I'd be like we're gonna be digging into
Yeah.
archives.
I I would say I am like the king of tweaking meals. Like I we probably make and like the for instance that like taco bowl taco salad thing is like an idea from Nancy that like we both put in like to the next level of like tweaking.
Hmm.
Like in the beginning when she showed it to me, it was just meat, salsa, and cheese
What?
and lettuce and
And
stuff
now
like
you
that.
just got to add all that stuff, add all the different
And now
toppings,
it's rice, beans, sriracha, chips. I'm
all
like, yeah, we put
the
like
goods.
all of it on there now to like have like a thing. And like, yeah, chicken and rice is like the classic thing that like when
Oh yeah,
guys say they're gonna
but
cook
like
for a
no lie,
girl
I
and
could
it's
smack
like
chicken
it's
and
chicken and
rice
rice.
though.
But like A, it's healthy.
Yeah,
B, and
or like
like
chicken and like
it's
steamed
like a good
broccoli. I like
meal.
too. Like just steaming some broccoli is
Yeah.
so easy.
We steam green beans. But like chicken and rice, dude, it's so versatile. You can make like an Asian like centric chicken and rice of like teriyaki
Hmm.
sauce or honey sriracha or orange or like any that way, and then you could do barbecue chicken
Hmm.
and rice, and it like literally you could season it to like an Italian seasoning, and then you put that chicken and just switch out the rice for pasta,
Hmm.
and now you have pasta with chicken
Oh
and
yeah,
masa. So it's like I would say those kind of tweaks. I'm nothing like oh dude, when it comes to I think I know what you mean by like prep because like
sometimes you just
if I
gotta
forget to take the chicken out at like noon, I'm like,
see. So that's the thing.
dinner's ruined.
That's exactly. So that's the thing.
Like, there we go, dude.
That's the thing that fucks me more often than not is like I will forget to take like the ground meat and put it in the fridge, or I'll forget to take like the frozen chicken and put it in the fridge, or I'll forget to like transfer stuff so it can like defrost during the day, and by the time I'm cooking I can just cook it right
Exactly.
away. And instead of like, well, now I gotta fucking wait 12 minutes to defrost this shit, and then I've got to like it's just
Yeah.
this whole process, and then at that point I'm like, fuck it, dude, I'm ordering off DoorDash. Like that's like my flow of thought
Yeah.
is I'm like at this point I'll just let it defrost, I'll do this tomorrow, and I'm going to go just order something that's going to probably taste better than what I would have made anyway.
Plus, I don't know what it is with me in this, but if I have to use, and this is very specific, if I have to use more than one frying pan, I'm out. Like, I don't
That's
want to do it.
hilarious.
Like, I can use like I don't know what kind of like a pot, like a boiling pot,
Mm,
and like make pasta in it, or I can make sauce in it, or I can make rice in it, or whatever. That's fine. But if I have to use two
you're
frying
like,
pans, like one for
get
chicken,
me
one
out
for
of here.
sauce, I'm like,
Get me out of here.
I don't want to do this anymore.
That's that's so funny. I will say
Like
like
instantly, if I have to use more dishes, I'm
well, I was
pissed.
gonna
I don't
say
want
like
to do
I
it.
think it's a combo of like the prep, but also like you said like the amount of like I hate like I use a dishwasher and I still hate dishes. Like I still hate dishes and I use a dishwasher.
I don't mind dishes, I guess,
But
that
like
much, but I just hate
I just
like
hate
literally the work
like
involved.
I think it's more so like once I finally take time, I was like, oh, I put it in dishwasher, like it's not bad. But like actually having to be like, because after you make the food, you just want to eat, and then it's like you eat, and then you go back and you're like, fuck, dude, look how much of a mess I made. I got to clean all this shit up, and it sucks. And
Yeah.
then you got to do all that. But yeah, I don't know. I'd be curious for those like listening, like what are some of the things like are your go to meals? Because I'm all ears to any ideas that are like, especially they're quick, easy. Like I know you throw in here some like complex thing, like congrats Gordon Ramsay, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to replicate. But one thing that I'll do not often, but on occasion that's actually like pretty easy. And I have a cast iron skillet, so I really like doing it on here. And I did it last week. It's one of the days was I pan fried steak, and it's just phenomenal. Like I'll do that with like I steamed some broccoli, I threw some potatoes in the oven, dude, and I was fucking boom. It was just golden.
Yeah.
Also, like
Yeah. I've
another
gotten like the ones I have made like down to a science
Oh
now.
yeah, and I
They're
honestly
pretty
another
easy.
game changer, and I know I've talked to Cal and Emma too about this. How like nice it is, like having an air fryer. Like I don't mean to sound like the your stereotypical like young adult, but like, dude, I fucking love my air fryer. Like I use that thing for like way too much. Way too much.
Yeah. The instant pot,
Yes,
that's
instant
one
pot.
thing as well. I don't think we have a slow cooker,
Yeah.
which and I this is where
Wait,
my
wait.
basic cooking skills do not come to
Is
me
a
because
slow
there's a
cooker?
pressure cooker,
All right, go ahead.
there's a slow cooker, and then I think Instapot is different,
Okay,
or it's a
but
brand
wait,
that you can
then
get a
so
slow
if there's
cooker or instant
slow
cooker.
cooker, instant cooker. No, I skipped one. Slow
Slow cooker,
cooker,
pressure
pressure
cooker.
cooker, instant cooker, and maybe look,
Well, I think no, I think
instant
Instapot
pot.
is like the brand.
So maybe we can hear from the chat if you guys know. Where does crock pot fit in? Is that like I don't think
I
that's
think
quite
crock
an
pot's like a
instant
slow
pot. Oh, is that a
cooker.
slow cooker?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so.
There's way too many things. See, because like,
But yeah,
is it
like
instant
crock
pot?
pot meals are like huge, but like I don't know why I have this irrational fear, even though I work at home now, that it's gonna burn down the house, which is completely idiotic. But like I feel like if I leave food sitting there, it's
It's
gonna
gonna burn.
burn. And
Yeah.
I don't know why, but like the crock pot meals that Nancy's made, like brown sugar garlic chicken and stuff like that, it's been like
Yeah. Plus,
bad,
like
dude.
the nice thing about like crock pots, and I gotta get better with like doing that. I just like it's so funny because like I'm so much of a like thinking of it in the moment. Like in the morning, I'm not very hungry, so I'm not very like on top of like, oh, I should make this right now. Like I'm gonna prep dinner right now. Like that's not on top of it. But the nice thing about a crock pot is you can just throw a bunch of shit in there and just
Yeah.
let it
I was
chill
like,
all
hey, if you
day.
don't have anxiety,
And it's
then
sweet.
you're
But the
fine.
thing is, then you got to be that proactive in the morning. And when it's the morning, I'm just like, dude, I just want my coffee. I'm gonna log onto my computer and just
Well,
start
see,
my
you could
day.
do there's some that are like set for 3 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours,
Yeah.
like
No,
meals.
I
So
know.
like it can cook it
I know
faster
I could, but
depending.
it's like that's just way
I
too.
need to do it more. And especially
This
I've
is
heard like
good.
enchilada and
This
like
is a
the
good
burrito
reminder.
stuff that like, in the chat too. So like those are some good
Okay,
meals
so
to
an
have.
instant pot is an electronic pressure cooker that has a slow cooker feature. Does an instant pot have an air fryer component or no? Am I making that
I
up?
think it's like there's a
There's
brand
a
that
brand.
they have like
So
an
is
air
Instant Pot the
like
brand?
Instapot is a brand.
Okay.
Yeah,
Damn. I'm learning a lot right
I
now.
think.
Okay. I do
But anyway,
I do really like my so what would you say because you have an air fryer, right?
yeah.
So pivoting to air fryer real quick. What would you say have you used the air fryer for the most? Is it just like frozen foods where like inside of the oven you're just going to that or like have you done more complex things?
I've done frozen foods, but I haven't done any like. Oh, we've done like chicken
Yeah, I
and
was to
stuff
say
like
like
that in the
the
air
most
like
like
not frozen chicken, like like you like
yeah.
and everything.
Yeah, no, exactly. I've done like instead of putting chicken in the oven, I'll do chicken in there or like one of those easiest thing like reheating food in
Yeah, the
there like
Instapot new one has a air
is
fryer.
phenomenal. The new one has it, okay. Like reheating
Yeah,
food
reheating food in the
like
air fryer is
smacks in the
pretty
air
good.
fryer.
One thing that I hate though is like you have to clean it. Well, we clean it
So
after every use, so I'm like, dang,
yeah, no, yeah, you're kind of, I think you're supposed to because otherwise
it's
I can
just
do that. But
annoying
wait, does your
because like you can't really put it in the
so
dishwasher
yours you
either. So
so
it's like,
yours you
damn.
can't because like I have the Ninja one and they explicitly tell you to. Like they say you can take the bottom out and put it in there in the dishwasher.
Oh, maybe they did. I just didn't. I was like, I didn't think it would like fit. To be
No,
honest, I
it's
was like,
fucking. I fucking use the shit out of that. I fucking just smack it in there. I know Kyle and Emma have said that they use theirs so much that they don't necessarily use it at the dishwasher. They just fucking hand wash, which I guess I would do, but it's just me. So like, if I use it once, I'm just like easy. But
yeah,
no, air fryer is clutch. But yeah,
yeah,
I feel like I feel like in this we're talking about all these different buckets. Like finances could use some work. Food doable. Like we hit the
food is average.
food is average. We're fed. We're not sitting here hungry. It's good. Now moving on to
Yeah,
health and wellness.
yeah,
Probably also room for improvement, but we're we're getting there.
yeah. I would say that's especially being younger. Like you never really do care about your health until something bad happens, or till like something bad happens to someone you know,
Mm-hmm.
and like you never really like kind of take a peek behind the curtain of how your body's doing. Like, dude, I haven't been to the doctor in, no, dude, I don't even.
Okay,
Probably
so
since
I was gonna.
like high school or
So when's
something.
the last time?
Oh,
Is
just
this
kidding.
like
Sent to the
is this
ER.
HIPAA
But
violation? Like I was gonna ask. Well, it's just us. So who cares?
I mean, I can voluntarily say
We
mine.
can volunteer. I don't even I can't even think of the last time I got like just a like a month like a checkup like a physical. Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah, dude.
Isn't I think you're
Yeah,
supposed to do that
I
once a
haven't.
year. Like I feel like there's these people in chat like, what the
Yeah,
fuck are you doing? Like, but I feel like at a certain point, I feel like this is also very
nah,
stereotypical
dude.
for guys. Is at a certain point they're just like
Yeah, that is for
they're
sure.
like, oh, dude, I'm fine. Like if something like for me, my immediate reaction is if like something hurts, I'm like, oh, dude, it'll go away. I'll be fine.
That's literally because, like, dude, I think I've told you about this, but like my right wrist, I like can't put any pressure on it, and
Yes.
like for a while there, that's how it was for like a year.
Hmm.
And Nancy's like, "Oh, you should go to the doctor." I'm like, "Oh, it'll probably leave soon." And like a year goes by, I'm like, "Damn, it still hasn't left." And then finally, when we moved here to Denver, it left, and
You just
like
needed the
it's
change of
been gone this
scenery.
entire time. It's just the higher altitude, like the less,
no
the less
doctor,
like buildup
no
in
doctor would
my
have been
joints or
smart enough to
whatever.
prescribe that. That's all you needed.
It's all right. No, don't prescribe me a move to Denver.
Oh my
But
god.
literally in the last like few days, it just came back with a vengeance,
Oh
dude.
shit.
Like I literally cannot put any pressure on my hand, even like moving my mouse like hurts quite a bit. I don't know
Damn.
if it's
You're
like
about to have
arthritis or
to.
something, but
You're
like
about to be like. You're about to tell your manager, dude. You gotta put me on the bench for a little bit. I can't do much. I can't move the
yeah.
mouse.
I had to wear a brace to work or something like that, like the wrist brace for like
People are
those
like, Dan, do you got
IT
like
people have.
carpal tunnel or whatever? They're like, you're like an older person. And it's like, you good, dude?
Yeah.
Oh
It's
man.
like not so much my hand, but literally like right there. Like if I like push it down and then like try to put pressure, like I'm doing a push up,
Oh yeah.
I like my right arm collapses.
See, one thing I noticed this every once in a while, and this is really bad, but I noticed this today as I'm in the airport this morning waiting in line for Starbucks. But when I stand for a long time, my back hurts like really bad. And I'm like, dude, I feel like my posture isn't great.
Yeah.
But I feel like my posture isn't this bad. I'm like, I feel
From
like,
sitting down all day.
yeah, that's definitely what it is. But I was just like, dude, I feel like this is not good that my back
I feel
hurts this
that.
much. I was like, I like need to find a seat, but I feel like being 24, this is not something I should be dealing with. But I'm like, dude, I'm sure I'm fine. Like, rub
Plus,
some
like,
dirt
did you
on
have
it.
like a backpack on?
Yeah, no, I didn't have it. I just had I had my little suitcase, and then I had one of those. What do you call them? I don't know how to. I can literally point to it. It's like one of those
Like a
laptop
briefcase?
bags, like a laptop bag.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
I couldn't
I feel
describe it. I was
yeah,
doing
I
this.
feel
I could see it, and I know what I'm talking about. But
yeah. I definitely feel you on the back thing. I
yeah,
think mine's gotten better over the years just because of like working it out and like exercising it. But other than that, like
I can't remember. I think I told you this. I remember. I think it was senior year of college. I was like going up in Gilbert, like the for those of you not familiar with NIU, that's like the
yeah.
dorm room. And I was like, so I'm on the. I think I was on the fourth floor, or whatever the highest floor was. And I'm just walking in the building, dude. And I went up the first flight of stairs, and I literally didn't even. I like on my back like gave out. And I'm like sitting there. I was like, dude, anyone watching this is like, what the fuck is wrong with this man? I literally was hunched over. Like I threw. I don't know what I did, but I felt like I threw my back. I was like, dude, I can't move. I was like, this is terrible. And I'm like hunched over, and I'm like, this cannot be happening. I'm not even graduated. But again, I didn't see a
Yeah.
doctor, so I'm just like, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
It'll fix itself.
Yeah, I would it's hopefully it's not a telling sign of the future.
Yeah, we'll be okay. Eventually, like
But
I'll
I
go.
think
Eventually, I'll go to I'll get a physical sometime.
but I think
Oh, you cut out for a sec there.
hold on, my mic's cutting out here. There we
I
go.
hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, I think we have like a pretty big or a pretty good grasp, I should say, on like what is healthy, what is not healthy, like
Mhm.
how to engage in exercise, things like that, just from like
Yeah.
an adult view.
Yeah.
One thing that probably could be better though is like self-care. I feel like that's probably not like number one on my list
Mhm.
unless like it's like relaxing, or like playing video games. But even then, I just get pissed off even more. So like,
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't say it's like self-care is probably like the one thing it probably could be a little bit better at. But I feel like on the grand scheme of things, generally pretty healthy. You know, getting shots. We're getting our flu shots here tomorrow. So
See, that's another thing. Is like I probably should do that, but it's not like high up on my to-do list. But I'll do it. I'll
yeah,
do it. It's not like I'm not anti-vax, everyone, but but I should do it. But it's like in my free time, it's like, damn, dude, I really want to like, oh, dude, actually, no. What am I saying? I have no excuse. I'm right next to a Walgreens. Take everything back. I'll get my flu shot when I get back to Chicago. Disregard.
we're right next to that CVS. So it really
Like I
makes it easy.
literally like have it. like I share a parking lot with them. So literally I have literally zero excuse. It's closer to go to the Walgreens than it is the Starbucks I walk to get to Starbucks. So I have no excuse.
Yeah. But I think other than that, like a household, like taking care of like your household is like another big thing of adulting.
Oh, dude.
Like obviously we don't have houses, but like take care of like your apartment. And funny thing is we just hung up new pictures this past week,
Mhm.
and which I was like dreading because I hate hanging things up on the
So were you putting
wall.
like nails in
But
the wall and stuff?
not necessarily, like they came with these own contraptions where like you hammer in the top part of it and it has a hook already on it with the frame. It came with the frame. So
Okay. Yeah, no.
but like dude, I am like I would say I'm handy enough to like fix things or put things together. But like when it comes to like projects, I'm
Oh,
like,
dude.
dude, I can do
See,
it, but I dread
well,
it.
see, that's the.
I'd rather pay
I
someone
was
to do
about to
it.
say, like, I think the logic.
This is where it goes financial basics again, but I'm like,
Yeah.
damn.
See, that's kind of like my logic with it as well. It's like I feel like I could do enough to get by, but like if it's something like that needs a major upgrade or is going to take a significant amount of work or anything like that, I'm just like I would rather pay someone to do this than for me to just go through this process because this just sounds terrible. Like why?
Yeah. And mostly it's to me to be lazy, but
Yeah, but then I'd be like,
I was just
I'd
like,
rather
no,
be doing anything else. And like, and if I'm the one who,
literally
if,
anything
if
else.
I tell myself that I'm responsible for this and there's nobody pressuring me to get this done, then I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, dude, I'll get onto that. And I'll just keep pushing it off and pushing it off. And it'll like get done like a year from now. And it would just be terrible. But no, that
Oh
is,
yeah.
yeah, I feel like I do enough to get by. I will say that one of the things though, in terms of like kind of just around the house stuff, like even just simply just cleaning your place. Like I feel like that's something where I've come to appreciate how much I've had people over because that like not that I'm not it's not going to be clean if I'm like just by myself, but like when I have people coming over, it's like the perfect incentive to make sure I'm on top of all my shit and I'm like make sure everything's staying clean, it's not like a complete mess or anything like that. It's like the perfect excuse. So it's like, oh yeah, dude,
Yeah.
I'll host a pregame before we go out this weekend, or yeah, you guys come over this weekend. Like it's perfect.
Yeah. I would say we like this is where we probably are excelling, and this is mostly due to Nancy probably, but she has like a pretty good schedule of like, getting things done right away and switching off week to week. Like I'll do the bathroom, she'll vacuum.
Oh yeah.
And especially now that we have a dog, like cleaning is taking now to the nth
Does
degree
he
because
shed a lot? Like I don't know.
yeah, he's starting to
Starting to, yeah,
now.
because
So
I'll say
like if you
once
hold
once
him,
they're
you're pretty
older,
much
they
gonna have hair
usually
on you.
yeah.
I don't know the average, but like I know for him it just has just recently happened these last like week or two. So but so that's like increasing the amount of time like or the frequency between like when we vacuum. And then as well as I feel like I have so many clothes that I need to like honestly get rid of some
Hmm.
just because I like it like doesn't encourage me to do laundry at
Oh
all.
yeah.
Like I'll just be like, oh dude, I have like
Wait, I wait.
I'll wear like the most random like here's my high school like track shirts that like start coming out and things
Oh
like
yeah.
that just because I'm like fuck it, I don't need to do laundry. And then like I am very particular that like I don't like people like doing things for me like that, like my dishes or like
Hmm.
cooking for me or like my laundry. And Nancy knows this because like I like to do it myself because I don't like to feel like a burden or whatever.
Agreed.
So
Agreed.
I feel like that's where unless like there's some particular things that she probably does for me, like cleaning the countertops because
Yeah.
I'm not always mindful of it. There's like things that I don't like notice right
Yeah.
away.
No, I'm the same way because like one like I feel like I mean I've obviously done my own laundry for a while, but I'll say even like now every once in a while when I'll like on the rare occasion like visit home and if it's enough if I've been back at my parents' place for a long enough time, like obviously I'll use the washing machine. My mom's like, "Oh, I can do that for you." I was like, "No, it's fine. Like I'll take care of it." Because I just feel bad. It's like you don't need to do my laundry. Like I can do this. Like I'm fine. But it's just funny because like
Yeah,
I'd just rather get it done. I then I could stay on top of it, get it done and over with, and move on with my day. But
yeah. But no, do you how? I guess you don't say how often you do, but dude, I literally wait until
oh,
like I have like
dude,
a
are
mountain
you
of
kidding
laundry to
me?
do.
I literally, I did. So I guess we were talking earlier about our like little morning stand up. What have you done? I did so much laundry because literally. So one of the things, it's good. I'm very excited that I'm going to the gym. I feel like it's just awesome. It's great. But then I fucking power through clothes because I'm like come back
Oh
from the gym,
yeah.
I'm just sweating, so I'm gonna naturally change and all that stuff, right? And I literally my motivate like the only reason I did laundry was because I ran out of basketball shorts. I like went through so many over the course of like the couple weeks or
Yeah.
whatever that I was like, damn, dude, either I'm fucking working out in jeans tomorrow or I'm doing laundry. So I was like, okay, it's time to do laundry.
Find some extra long
Yeah,
boxers.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. I'd be like, what you looking at?
Some compression shorts.
Yeah, but no, that's like no, dude, are you kidding me? I like that is one of the like it's so funny because anytime I'm in the situation where I'm doing all these loads of laundry at once because I always wait till the last minute. The second I start loading up my laundry basket a little bit more, I'm like, oh, dude, I want to make sure I'm on top of this so that way it's just one load next time. It's quick and easy, all that stuff. But that never happens. Every single time, I'm like, oh, dude, I've got so much more clothes, dude. I don't need to do laundry for at least another week, and I just keep pushing it off, and
Yeah.
it's so bad.
Oh,
It's
dude, I
so
prefer
bad.
it this way.
It's just how,
I like
yeah.
doing it all at once.
Oh my god,
But yeah,
it's
and I guess with having like your house, you know, housely duties, that comes along with like organization and kind of like how you not just organize your house, but like your
mhm,
things, your life, and everything like that. Which I would say I'm not very organized. I have a place for things,
mhm.
but how they go in that place, I don't care. Like my closet holds my clothes, but I could care less how my clothes are in my closet. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or like this cabinet is for the pans, but I could care less how the pans are in there.
yeah.
So like I'm not very organized when it comes to like that stuff. So
See, I would say I'm like in the middle maybe because I would say like at a certain point if it's like I know there's people who like color coordinate shit and like first of all I already have a hard enough time with colors anyway, so I'd probably fuck that up. But like I don't go like I wouldn't say I'm to that degree, but I would say I'm like pretty organized to where like one of the like when I was buying stuff that I needed for my apartment, like there were things where I was like, dude, I need like I want to get stuff for like drawers underneath like my like that I didn't necessarily need, but I just wanted to like just maintain some level of organization or like things like that where I just can have stuff in a certain place and like know where things are where I put them and all that stuff. So like I will say that I'm organized to a degree. I won't say it's like I don't know, to like I wouldn't say I'm like the most organized person by any means, but I'd say like between that and like I know we were talking before this, like I like would die without the calendar on my phone. Like this is like I literally wake up each morning like, all right, what do we got today? Like that's like I have everything on there from like this is my work calendar too. Like I have Emma and Kyle's wedding. I have when Mauricio, Andy, and Gavin are visiting me next weekend. We're going to a like Bulls game. Like I've got all this stuff that has nothing to do with work, just so I remember what I've got going on. So like that, I'll like say from a calendar perspective, dude. Like I have everything. Like I have my softball games on Thursday. I have what time I have to leave for the train. I've got like everything. I've got my days off of PTO. I've got trips, all that stuff. Like so from a calendar perspective, I'd say like I'm definitely over the top organized. But like
yeah, no,
outside
I'm
of
not at
that,
all.
I would just say it's a little bit of a mess. Not
If
maybe
it
not a
happens
mess,
to
but like
impede
I'm
work, then I'll have it on work. But if it's not during the workday, I don't have it on work.
yeah. Oh, see, Emma said her closet's in rainbow order. Is Kyle's in rainbow
Yeah,
order too? That was a mean joke.
I feel like when I have enough like motivation, I'll try to put like all the hoodies together and then all the shirts together.
Mhm.
But even then, I'm like, fuck
Oh,
it.
dude,
Wherever there's open space, put it there.
when I do see this is where I'm saying like I'm organized but to a certain degree because like when I do laundry, dude, I'm like I'll put all my like shirts on a hanger and just fucking throw it in there. I'm like, oh, dude, that looks good. Like I don't look through. I'm just like
Yeah,
I just happen to throw you all together in the same load of laundry and you're all fucking hanging together because that's just how it is. And I'm just going to slide everything
yeah,
over and you're
that's what
going
I
right
do.
here because I am not going to go through this and be like, I'm going to have my dress shirts here. I'm going to have like stuff I
I
want to go
used
out.
to do that, but like when I have like motivation to do it, other than that, it's like literally goes in each time.
Yeah. It's funny because I
Dang,
feel
she's
like
calling Kyle out.
she's calling. Oh, I met
It's okay, Kyle. I feel you,
no chance
dude. Mine
Kyle's is
are
going
like
on hangers.
mine. I literally fold a bunch of my shirts because I don't have enough hangers for them.
Yeah.
But then, like, when I want to look through those shirts, I like obviously have
It's
to
a
go through the
pain. Yeah.
folded shirts.
See, what I'll say
But then,
is
like, after that, I'm like, fuck it. It can just like be displayed out so I can see
so
it.
if you have like the space for hangers, like hangers make a world of difference because one, your shirt's not going to be wrinkled, but also it's like I hate folding. So like that like immediately takes that out of the equation when you're doing launch. Like all you've got to do then is just hang your shirts on there and like fold your like pants, shorts, anything like that. But like you can just hang all your shirts and it's just so easy. But I love that Emma's just no holds bars. Kyle does not use hangers.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Okay, let's
No,
see.
definitely.
Moving on to the next one, and I think we'll honestly like kind of gloss over this one because like we talked about this a ton. But
Yeah.
this next like adulting 101 is like career development. And I would,
I never wear any pairs, just so you know.
yeah, to throw
Don't
away like
worry.
20 socks a bit ago because you couldn't find
Kyle
it.
can find any pairs. I
20
mean, I guess I wear
socks?
pairs like
That's a lot of socks.
I have a shit
Wait,
ton of socks,
why
dude,
couldn't,
that I like never
okay, like I
wear.
don't know if this is a stupid question, but like why couldn't you just make pairs? Are they like very bright color? Like, is it like green and orange? Like obviously you don't want that, but if it's like two like black
Yeah.
socks, like I would
I
have
only
been
wear
like,
black socks and I just put them together because I don't care.
like I feel like this is all right, Emma. Was this your decision to throw away the 20 socks, or was this Kyle's decision? Because I feel like this might have not been Kyle's decision because Kyle probably been like, "I'll just wear the two socks," but Emma's probably like,
I
"Those are
suppose.
literally two different colors."
Yeah, it's true that.
I see. That's the thing. Like when you're in this, Kyle hashtag exposed. When you're part of the colorblind community, you don't really tell the difference between like a dark gray and like a black. Like they look the same. So it's like just
Yeah.
throw them both on. And if they're ankle socks too, it's like nobody's gonna fucking see. It'll be fine. So yeah, sorry. Next topic. Well, a lot of them have holes anyway. All right, so that's another thing. Sorry, before we get into the next topic, like I feel like I'm very bad at is like buy like I probably should buy more socks, but I'm just it's never one of those things where unless I'm like need like I just am like running to the tail end of laundry, that's when I'm like, oh, I need to buy socks. But then the second I do
Yeah.
laundry, I'm like, dude, why the fuck would I buy socks right now? Like
We're all
that's
good.
the stupidest
We're
purchase.
grooving.
If I could spend yeah, like this makes no sense. So yeah, that's my thought on socks. But yeah, sorry, moving on to the next kind of pillar we were talking about, which will be pretty brief because we talked about it, like I said, a lot on here is like career development. But
Yeah.
I'd say we're both doing pretty good in this respect.
Yeah, I feel like we both have goals, like having goals towards your future of like where you want your career to be, where you see yourself in 5, 10, end of career. Things like that is like, what you're working towards. And you know, everyone has their like their different careers and everyone has their different goals for it and how they measure it. So
Hmm.
I think we're pretty good. We had a good base of like where we wanted to go and similar values that we kind of like
Yeah.
built upon. So like I would say it's pretty well rounded there.
Hmm.
That's probably above average in our
I
end.
agree with that. I'd say we're in a good spot. I think the biggest thing
Not to
is like
toot our own horn, but
yeah, I think the biggest thing I think is common between both of us is like that you obviously want the impact piece to be able to make like actually do something. And I know like for both of us that includes like whether it's in our own current roles or like in the future, whether it's like creating our own thing or like your own business or your own stuff like that, like being able to actually like have that like actual impact and like actual like responsibility ownership over like an idea or what you're working on is like huge. So I think that we're both very similar, I think, in that mindset.
yeah, no, definitely. So we can move on to
Yeah.
this last
Which
pillar
I
of communication.
which I'd say considering we started a podcast, I'd say our communication is relatively solid. Um
Yeah, I mean, it can also be like communication with like family.
oh yeah.
I mean, like communication with friends, family, your work,
Yeah.
your doctor, or just like other
Oh yeah,
other
yeah.
people. Like when you
Doctor,
have to,
we were discussed, maybe not the best. But that we're gonna fall
yeah,
under the health
or just
category.
like people. I guess like you run into on the street, or like that like hey
Yeah.
like
I'd say
your waiter or waitress or
yeah.
something like that.
I'd say like I don't know. I feel like we're both pretty outgoing to where I think this isn't like too big of a thing. Like I feel like we're like very go with the flow type where easy
Yeah,
to like I feel like we won't like go into a situation like really ruffle any feathers. So I think that's a good thing to like just in general to like meet new people or especially like a work environment. Like that's the last thing you want to be doing is ruffling feathers. So um
yeah.
I think we're both pretty
No,
good
I
about
think
that.
yeah, our communication is probably is on the better end just because of like like when we were in college we were like forced to meet new people
Oh yeah.
based on like like rounds like recruiting or whatever for
Mhm.
like clubs and stuff like that. So like you almost like have to like you have to know how to drive a conversation just
Oh,
because of
absolutely.
what we like the training we've been through. But then also like I feel like both of us aren't very like yeah confrontational when it comes to it. Like honestly, you even like the other end when like you order fries and you didn't even want fries, you're like fuck it, I'm getting fries now. So
Yeah,
it's
no,
like
like that's,
I guess that might be like counted as like bad, but it's
but
not
it's
to
one of
me.
those
That's like
things.
good
Well, it's
communication
funny
because
because
like
it's
you're
like,
just
I don't know. I think,
you're the other person is helping
yeah,
or
like
not
I just
helping.
have this idea with like, especially when it comes to like customer service and like, especially with like food stuff, like, I mean, maybe for some people it is, but I feel like for nine chances out of 10, the person who's giving you their food or like providing the service, this is not their dream job. Like, they're not exactly enjoying what they're doing right now. So, like, I try to be cognizant of that and be like, I'm not about to try to make your day any more difficult than it already is. Like, I appreciate this. Like, unless something's like crazy wrong, then I might be like, okay, hold up. Like, I think you missed something. Like,
Yeah,
can we help this? But like, if I was like,
or just like mistakes
yeah, like
happen. You
mistakes
know.
happen. It's like, okay, whatever. Like, it's not a huge deal. Um, the Wendy's in our Ann Arbor was still nuts though for Kyle, and if Gavin and Andy are listening, like that was still wild to me. But like even then, it's like I know like the fact that there's this many people on a Friday night coming through to a Wendy's, dude. You probably are contemplating like just like what are you doing right now? And I feel so bad. Like that just does not like nobody's like gonna want to be doing that on a Friday. So it's like I'm trying to trying to be empathetic and understand that like this isn't exactly what you were like wanting to do. This is just like a step to get to where you want to go. So I don't know. Trying to not be a
Yeah,
pain in the ass as much as I can because obviously there are people who unfortunately can be a pains in the ass.
true.
Okay, so I think that kind of covers our topic. What we're going to do now is get into our segments. As we do that, definitely, as always, for those of you in the YouTube, on the live, engage with us in the chat. You got questions, you got comments. This has been awesome so far talking to you guys. Keep it up. This is great. But yeah, we can get into our deep dive. So, Tyler, what do you have for this week?
Yeah, I saw this, and this may not be true. I actually did not put in a lot of research behind this, but it makes sense when I heard it. So please take this with a grain of salt. Um, that on Mount Everest, a lot of people that have perished are still on the mountain, and they can be seen walking up, like
Wait,
as you know,
stop.
on along the trail. They're commonly
You
used
see
as
dead.
markers
Shut the fuck up. Dead
because
bodies?
yeah,
Fuck that.
because how high up it is, like you can't fly anything up there, and like you can't really
No.
grab them. You can't carry a body while you're trying to like not die of
Yeah, you
altitude
die as
sickness.
well.
So and a lot of them are wearing like colorful jackets and everything like that to be seen or spotted, and like that's like the type of like weather or like jackets you wear, and like they're even used as like markers
Yeah.
along the trail and stuff like that because like like when you come
Yeah, you're about to.
there's like
There's about to be
there
someone who.
there are like graves up there for people and stuff like that. Some of them they're like I guess that have had like more of a following behind them have had like graves or things like that, but there's some that just there's
Yeah,
frozen.
you're about to like pass by someone.
I was like, what the fuck, dude? That's
Like you're
crazy.
about to like pass by someone, and be like, oh, dude, like, do you know where like the 15-mile marker is, or like this certain height, altitude, whatever? Like, oh yeah, dude, you'll see Tom laying down in the bright yellow, just absolutely just dead. That's so
Yeah,
fucking crazy.
hands coming out of the snow
Yeah,
or
but oh,
whatever, skeleton
you'll see
bone.
his hands standing out of the fucking ground. That's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
Oh
so that's and like I guess it like makes sense when you think about it because like you're not like, hey, I think I'm gonna die. It's like okay, see you later. Like I'm
yeah,
not gonna carry you down,
yeah.
and
But it's
like
still like,
you're already on top of the world here. You can't get any higher.
oof.
So closer to heaven. So here you go, dude.
Yeah, you got a fucking fast pass right there. Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's so fucking.
But no, it blew my mind when I guess like it makes sense, but I just never put two and two together or thinking of like
Mhm.
where do I go? And like numerous people have not, made it back down from the mountain.
Yeah,
So
damn, that's fucking wild. That not that I was ever like, oh, dude, I want to climb Mount Everest, but now I'm like, that's fucking nuts
never gonna climb Mount
because now I'm
Everest.
like never gonna climb Mount Everest because I can easily become like you could start that be like, oh, dude, I'm gonna do this. It's like, nope, now you're just another marker on the mountain. You're just like, I'm maybe that could be my goal. It's like I just want to be like the this certain
Yeah.
altitude. That's my
I don't
goal.
want to be buried. I don't want to be cremated. Just throw me on the top of
Yeah,
Mount
I'll
Everest to say I
just leave me
climbed it.
there and just be like, damn.
Shoot a cannon and I'll get
People will
up
be like,
there.
yeah, once you reach Jason, you've made it.
That's right. You summited Mount Everest.
Oh my God, that's fucking nuts. I guess it makes sense though, but that's still fucking nuts. So
Yeah.
my deep dive is actually about the alphabet and some weird facts about the alphabet. So this first one I came across,
Phonetics.
yeah, phonetics exactly. So this first one I came across, just looking at stuff, and then it made me lead into looking at other things. But the last letter added to the English alphabet wasn't Z. It was actually the letter J. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, you almost
I just
were
thought it was wild.
Zason
Yeah, I
instead of
know. It's
Jason,
fucking
dude.
wild. I was like, well, almost became just
We have
Asen, dude.
confirmed in the chat that the Everest thing was true. So,
That's fucking wild. That's fucking wild. Um,
but yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Also,
They almost forgot the J.
yeah, I know. So another thing, guess. I guess on each end. First, guess the most commonly used letter in the English alphabet.
In English
English
alphabet,
alphabet.
E.
Yeah, that was right. Damn, that was a good one.
Oh, it has to be a vowel. Like, damn.
That was a good one. But what about the least used? What about the least used?
X.
No, it's Z. Got you on that one. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
that's actually surprising. I feel like
Yeah, no, I
or
would have thought it was
Q.
X or Q, but it's Z. So that was pretty nuts. And then the last one that I thought was interesting was, well, actually, hang on, two more. One says the most common word in the English language is the, which makes sense. Um, so
Nice.
that's not that exciting. But the other thing, and this is where I think, like, when you think of like language, like people having to learn English, this is one of the reasons why English is so fucked. But for the 26 letters in the English alphabet, they make up more than 40 different sounds, like 40 distinct sounds in the alphabet. And like that just is so
Yeah, that makes
that's just
true.
like so it just makes it so hard because I'm trying to think back to when I was in Spanish class and you're learning like all the different ways like you say the different letters in Spanish. And it's like
And it stays that
it's
way.
hard enough to remember those, but they at least stay that way. Whereas English, it's like, oh, you remember C stands for like like cool, but it's like, oh, C can also be like city. And it's like, well, that's fucked.
Yeah. No, definitely. And that's why it makes sense why like a lot of like Asian cultures alphabets have like numerous symbols for all the sounds.
Oh yeah.
Like and like that's why we have like such a hard time of like comprehending that. 'Cause, like instead of like trying to build like a word off English off the phonetic letter, they're building a word off sounds, which is
It's
like
fucking
the
nuts.
symbols.
It's fucking
So
nuts.
I mean, it's probably easier for them. It might be actually easier for us to learn or other
I
like
feel like
languages to learn
I feel
it.
like it'd be easier to learn. Like I feel like English has to be probably like the hardest language
Be
to
the
learn.
hardest. Yeah.
Just crazy.
Yo, yeah. Probably.
I don't know. That just when I
But
saw, it, I was like, that's fucking nuts. But that's all my alphabet facts for today. Sound
nice.
like I'm on fucking
Well, with
Sesame
that,
Street.
with that bits of knowledge for you guys, we can move on to Jason. You can go ahead and lead us off.
Yes. So getting into the 4 p.m. meeting of the week. So I have two. So first off, to start, one of the things I'm very happy to announce is on his behalf is that Tyler is getting into sports betting, which I'm very excited about. But responsible sports betting, of course. But he's getting into sports betting nonetheless. But the thing that I was so frustrated about, like we've been talking over the last like couple like day or so about like betting on sports, all that stuff, and I was so excited. And you're talking about how you got money on the Monday Night Football game that's going on right now, all that exciting stuff. And literally today during the workday, I was like, oh, dude, we're like texting in our group chat, all these different bets. And I'm like, I'm in fucking Minnesota. I can't bet on sports. It's not even legal here. So I'm just pissed. Like, I'm just sitting out here, like, I'm like literally like, what? It's like, well, I think we've used this meme for different topics, but it's the Squidward meme. You and Kyle are out there having fun betting on shit. And I'm in here like, well, this fucking blows. So come
That's
Wednesday
okay.
when I
It's
get
not that
back,
fun. I think I've just lost everything.
oh,
So
well, pressure builds diamonds.
looks
It'll get
like
better.
my betting run has already ended.
No, you
So
got this, dude.
never
You
again,
got this,
dude.
dude. Never gonna lose again. And then the next one. So this one was fucking wild. So yesterday, no, wait, what is yesterday? Sunday. 2 days ago, Saturday night, my freezer, like every once in a while I'll do this with the ice maker, like it'll make a noise, like a like not a popping noise, but like a it'll just be making a noise that's like
Like when it makes ice
yeah,
cubes.
but it's not like it. It's just it sounds like it shouldn't be happening. Like it happens. I don't know. But how I've basically solved this, I like just fucking hit my fridge or like open it and fucking punch the ice maker, and then it'll usually stop. But this time it wasn't fucking stopping. So what I did was I opened my ice maker and was gonna put my hand under there and like fucking shake the thing. And lo and behold, I did not. So I put my hand in there and it fucking burned. I pull my hand out. I was like, dude, what the fuck just happened? I thought I got like some either crazy fucking freezer burn or some shit. I like Googled like what the fuck just happened. I literally, this is probably gross. Sorry. I have like a blister on my finger. I don't know if you can see that, dude. I literally learned this could have been my deep dive. I learned that there's hot coils in a ice maker to like make the ice cubes, and I fucking found it, and it hurt. Like it hurt so bad. I like, and it,
Jesus, dude.
mind you, I was like laying in bed. And it's 12:30 at night, and I was having trouble falling asleep anyway. But I'm laying in bed, and I just keep hearing this. I'm like, dude, this is gonna bug the shit out of me. I'm gonna fucking take care of it. So it's like late at night, and I'm just trying to go to sleep, and I fucking do this and burn the fuck out of my fucking finger, and it hurt so fucking bad. And I'm like, how stupid am I to where I'm like, oh yeah, I fucking burned my finger in a fucking ice maker. That's so
Yeah,
stupid.
that is pretty crazy,
Yeah. So
actually.
in case you didn't know, there's fucking hot coils in there. Don't do that. But yeah, sorry, that's
Jesus.
my deep dive. Or not deep dive, 4 p.m. in the
And
week.
4 p.m. meeting of the
Oh,
week.
jeez, just a mess over here.
It's like a 5 p.m. meeting.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, dude, for real, for real. 12:30 at night. How about you? What do
Yeah.
you got?
No, I actually don't really have that bad of a 4 p.m. meeting a week, other than just being like really busy. And like that is like shitty to have, I guess, but like it's not the worst by any means. Not like burning your hand on a hot coil or
Fucking
anything.
stupid.
But um I guess just mostly it's just been like busy with work, and then having stuff to do every weekend is fun, but then there's like the weekends you value. Like
Yeah.
I luckily got to like sit around this weekend while Nancy and her friends went and did hikes and everything. But like just like consistently, I do love traveling, but I also do love, I like we've mentioned before, I've only been here for 3 months in Denver, so I still feel like I have had a lot of time, but not that much time to really do things here.
Hmm.
So it's like every weekend, there's something going on, there's something to do, it's like, damn, dude,
Just be
just
able
let
to
me catch
chill.
my breath.
Yeah, like even like
So
this upcoming week, like you won't even like you're constantly doing stuff. Like it's gonna be.
yeah. Plus, it's like we leave Thursday night, and then oh yeah, like this was what I was gonna add on to it. Southwest has like canceled like over like hundreds of flights
I
out of
saw
Denver
that.
recently,
Well, I didn't see
and
specifically out of Denver, but I saw they've been canceling a lot of flights.
are either in or out of Denver, and then probably other places because the flight never came to like pick them up.
Jeez.
So like, there's been a lot of problems with that, and we're flying Southwest Thursday night,
Mm,
so fingers crossed that we
G bless, dude.
get to go
Yeah. God
go home.
damn. Oh my God, that sucks. Jeez. Yes. I don't know why. I saw that somewhere that like Southwest is canceling all their flights. I was like,
Yeah,
damn. But I mean,
what can you
I
do?
feel like at this point it wouldn't be ticketed anymore if like it's Thursday. I mean, it's coming up. That'd be pretty fucking shitty. And they're supposed to be good.
Yeah, I
One
have
of the
no
things
clue.
I remember going back to McFadden's quality class or process class, what the fuck was it called?
Yeah,
Process,
process
was
improvement or
how
something.
good Southwest Airlines was and how good they were at like their processes and quality was just top notch, and they got constantly got like high scores. If you remember that, where she was talking about like the industry leaders,
Yeah.
well, that fucking rating.
Well, I think that was in like ethics
Oh,
too.
well, their fucking ratings going down, dude.
Well, maybe it was in both,
I don't know,
probably.
but their ratings going fucking down, dude. If they're just fucking canceling flights out of on a whim. So I'd like to be like,
Yeah.
FYI, refresh that fucking data. But yeah. So that's a that's a solid. That could have been a good 4 p.m. of the week. You don't know if you're flying out on Thursday.
Yeah, literally. So
Oh man,
that's fun to have.
potentially future 4 p.m. of the week. Oh man. All right, but I think we can get into our comedic report. As a reminder, after that, we're going to get into our Ask Us Anything. We've already got a question or two that were thrown in our DMs, but definitely feel free to throw questions. You guys had some really good ones on our last live. So throw some questions in the
Yeah.
chat. We will answer
I'll
any and all
answer them.
questions that you have in there. and then wrap it up with our 5v5 after that. So, comedic report. What do you have for your comedic report this week?
Yeah, I have two tweets here, and one is of that Time post that just came out with Mark Zuckerberg's face on it, and then like a push notification to delete Facebook.
Oh yeah, I
And
saw
it was,
that.
I know it's like someone quote tweeted it and said, because like I don't know if you guys can see
Oh
it,
yeah, where you have
but
like the
there's a
cursor.
mouse on the
Yes,
Apple
yes, yes, yes.
on the Apple push notification, and someone quote tweeted said, "There's no mouse on an Apple push notification. What boomer made this?" And it has over 350,000 likes, so that cracked me
That
up.
was good.
And then my next one is a popular dad joke that really, or not popular, but is a dad joke that really kind of like made me giggle quite a bit. And it's a guy sitting in a giant pot, and it says his name is Stu, and he's the supervisor.
And spelled
And that
SOUP.
cracked me
That
up.
was really good.
Yeah.
It looks like
So
he's fucking sitting and like he's fucking stewing. I don't know if that's intentional, but that's fucking hilarious.
yeah, literally, like so funny.
Oh man. All right, so what I've got are two tweets as well. So they're both semi-related to golf-ish. So although it's not funny because of golf. So the first, I'll read the tweet and then the response. So this first tweet says, it's talking about Bryson DeChambeau, and it says, "Sounds like Bryson is the classic green text guy." From Scotty Scheffler, our group chat was kind of a pain in the butt because Bryson was the only one without an iPhone. Now this is the response from like a random
Classic.
guy. Bryson is intelligent. Makes sense he'd have an Android. Most people who are skilled with computers and programming tend to gravitate towards it. And on Twitter, you know how it says what kind of device you're tweeting from? It says Twitter for iPhone. On the guy's
Wow.
response, he's just like, makes sense you have an Android. Most people who are skilled with computers and programming tends to gravitate toward it. So he's completely just roasting himself because he's saying how intelligent
Yeah.
Bryson is for having an Android is like from an
Yeah.
iPhone. What an idiot.
Oh my God.
So that's my first tweet. And the quote for that said, "Great self own." And then this last one is, I guess, golf related. So it's a quote tweet. So the middle one says, "Does anyone on here know who's absolutely nailing like work life balance? And if so, if you can sum up like how?" And then Max Homa, who is notorious, he's hilarious on Twitter, but he has not been the best with making cuts for golf. Like, because the tournaments usually go 4 days, you have to do well enough on the first 2 days to make the cut to play on the weekends. And he says, taking some weekends off on occasion is an important aspect to dominating work life balance. So completely being self-deprecating, understanding that he doesn't make the cut all that often, absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
So that was a really good one. But yeah, so that is our comedic report. So I think we actually only have one question as of now. So maybe we can get into this one question, and then if anyone else has any, I'm making sure. If anyone else has any questions, like I said, throw them in the chat. We can answer them after the 5v5. But this first question is actually for you, Tyler. And I don't know if I guess I could answer as well, but for you, because I think it's directed at you since you just started sports betting as we are talking about, this question is from Gavin. And I know, well, I don't know like like whatever, and you don't have to necessarily say quantity if you don't want to, you can say the odds. But what is the biggest bet that you have won so far in your 2-day betting career?
I bet $10 and won 100.
Hell yeah, there you go. That's fucking sick. Isn't betting
Yeah.
so fun?
Yeah, I guess when you're winning. But no, I think that's where like it mostly like gets you because it's like, especially if you like say you get a free $10 and I put $20 in. And so there's three $10 bets I can make that could each make $100. And if two of them don't hit, one does, you have 100 now.
Mm-hmm.
That now you can make 10 $10 bets to make $1,000. And like only some of them may hit, say like 40%, there's $400.
Yeah. Or you could do $100 bet to win 15K. You could do that too.
Yeah, it's true. I'm probably
Two
not there
drops.
yet,
No,
but
don't. It's just causes pain. Don't do it.
yeah.
Yeah. No, that's. Yeah, dude.
So
I'm pumped. This is.
that is probably that has been like the most like push to like get me even like further into this. But after the Ravens shitting the bed tonight, it's time to withdraw and hang up the jersey.
I know.
No,
I was about to say. I was about to be like. I was actually really sad. I was like, hold up. We're about to like. after this call, we're gonna talk about this and walk you through. I'm like this. Like I don't think people on listening to this understand how exciting of a development this is for me because not that like Tyler has to bet. This is by no means me forcing him. This is all on his own will. He texted Kyle and I in a group chat saying, "Hey, I'm starting to bet." I was like, "Dude, this is fucking awesome," because I've been betting forever, but it's never something that like we've been able to talk too much about because like you don't really bet on sports. But now that you're getting into it, I'm like, dude, come to the dark side. This is great. This is great.
I know it has been really funny because I feel like over the years, you and Kyle, I mean, like I can hold my own in talking about
Yeah,
sports
yeah.
because I feel like I am still like a sports fan,
Oh,
and
absolutely.
like I still feel like I like obviously sports is probably the most that we talk about anyway, but like when it comes to like betting and like all the terms that you guys use now that I'm under it, like dude, having the app helps out so much compared and like not saying that you guys
No,
like
but it
didn't
no, it's like
like
any
tell me
it's like with
well, but
anything
like
if you learn best by doing it and like playing around with it yourself.
no, definitely. And then like how you gonna win or like what do you do win or like does this hit or not? And like it's very like helpful for beginners to like get into. Not trying to get a lot of people into
Yeah.
gambling, but it's just funny to see because like even like Gavin, Andy, you, and then like when we went to Nashville, we'd have all the games on, or
Mhm.
like whenever we've been on vacation, we have the games on, and like you guys talking about it, and I like zone out because I don't know anything about betting. And then like you and Kyle talk about it, and I zone out. But like now it's like okay, like
Kyle,
now I'm like trying to
so
think back,
Ty's like, let me
like
pull up
looking at
my
the app,
seat.
I'm like, what would they do or something like that, or like trying to think. Maybe I could go back to the old bad bets account to see some old tweets and try to
Oh my
like
God.
copy those or something.
That's so
But no,
funny.
I'm
That's
just
so funny. See, this is exciting. This is an exciting development. Potentially get some good content out of this. It's going to be great. This is going to be great. Oh man,
yeah, we'll
this is
see.
awesome.
Next thing you're gonna see, I'm gonna be like living in the homeless.
He's gonna coming to you live from
I
my
like
coming to you live from my
I just need to
cardboard
put this
box.
this $10,000 bet, and I could guarantee you I can win $1 million.
We're gonna like have a YouTube live, and you're just gonna be like in this little box, you like raining outside. Like, dude, you could be like, I bet my rent last month, and let's just say I lost.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Obviously, for anyone listening, if you do bet, bet within your means. Oh my god, we promote responsible betting, but welcome to the team, Tyler. This is exciting. But okay, anyways,
Yeah.
we can get into our 5v5. Obviously, like we said, throw questions in the chat if you have any questions for us that you want us to answer after this. But before we do that, we will get into our 5v5 segment of best smells. So, best smells. So, I'm trying to recall who went first last week with
Let's see.
best months.
I
Yeah, I
did.
think you did. Because I got left over with all the months that had shit happen in them. So, what a,
Yeah, it's
oh my
definitely
God.
me.
And for those of you, if you haven't listened or watched the 5v5 from last week, it was best months, but it was honestly probably one of our funniest ones yet. And it had me in tears. So, highly recommend watching it. It's posted up on YouTube. It's just fucking hilarious. But okay, getting into our 5v5 bet. I almost said best months. We're about to do it again. Run it back. Best smells. I am going to go with number one, the smell of coffee in the morning.
Nice. That is a good one. That's like the most popular, I
Oh
would
yeah.
say. I would say, and I don't know why I didn't think of this till just now, but I would also say this. My number one is going to be the smell of bacon in the morning.
Yeah, dude.
So, or just the smell of bacon at any
Just
time.
bacon anytime. I guess
Unless you're a
coffee too.
vegetarian, then I'm sorry, but like,
Fucking deal with it. No, I think you could still like the smell of bacon as a vegetarian. I don't know if you would though. You probably
hopefully,
maybe you don't. I don't know if you do. But bacon's a good
yeah.
one. That was like high up on my list as well. My next one, I'm gonna go with fresh cut grass. Like
Nice.
you're just going outside and you freshly mowed lawn, or when you're younger, if you played baseball or something, you just like the grass is just cut. You're just like, damn, dude, time to hit some dingers. Nothing better.
Yeah. I think my next one that I'm gonna have to say is like leaves, like fall time has
The
like I don't
leaves.
know for anyone else, but like me, it's like a specific smell
So are you saying like the
that
burning leaves or just leaves in general?
not burning leaves, just like leaves.
Leaves.
Like when you like jump in like a leaf pit when
Oh
you're
yeah,
younger,
I like that one. I like that one.
but like that could be like confused with like fall. So like if you just put like leaves on
Leaves.
like the
And on the
on the
graphic.
5v5,
So wait,
that people can be like,
wait.
they just pick up a leaf off the ground and smell it
So
probably. Like what
I'll
the
say
fuck? So I'd say
leaves
like
in the fall or autumn,
yeah,
or I don't know how you want to say it.
like yeah, leaves in the fall is
Okay,
fine.
yeah. People are like, dude, Tyler's out here just fucking picking up leaves. Like, you good, dude?
Just then smelling it,
Like,
yeah.
you good, bro? My next one, I'm gonna say cookies out of the oven.
Nice. That's a good one.
Great smell.
That's a popular one. I would say for my third, I'm gonna pick garlic bread.
Oh, garlic bread's good. See, I'm not even hungry with this son, so I could fucking smack some fucking garlic bread and cookies. Um, my next one, I'm gonna go the food route again, and I think it's funny because I love the smell of this, and then I'll order it, and then I'm like, I don't finish it. It's popcorn. Like if I'm at a movie theater, dude, popcorn smells so good, but I usually won't finish the whole thing. Or if I'm at like a sporting event and I'll get like
Oh, dude, I
popcorn,
finished it.
and like sometimes I won't finish it just because I'm like, oh, I'm kind of over the popcorn at this point. It's just too much. But the smell of popcorn
Yeah.
fucking smacks. Like fresh popcorn. I will say one caveat: when I worked at the movie theater when I was younger, definitely got sick of it. But it's been some time since then, so I'm back on to the smell of popcorn.
He's made his return.
The
Um,
comeback.
I think my fourth pick, I'm gonna do clean laundry smell.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Just out the dryer and you shove it. It's like warm. Shove it in your face.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Um, I'm gonna go. My last pick is gonna be a new car smell. It's like you're in like a
That's a
new
good one.
car, and it's just like, damn, smells good. I don't know how else to describe it.
Yeah.
Nice and clean.
Actually, I think I just saw something about that, and actually, not too long ago, that's like, like the what makes up new car smell, and like chemicals, just so you know. And I'm
Yeah, it's like
like,
you don't
okay,
have to
well,
fuck.
chemicals make up all
Yeah,
smells, but
you don't have
like,
to put it that
I
way.
guess it is like cleaning chemicals
Yeah,
and like plastics and
fucking
whatever.
smells good though, every time.
Yeah. I think my last one I'm gonna have to do with it's like a throwback. It's and this probably just maybe more nostalgic than anything, but like in high school and middle school I was obsessed with Hollister and Abercrombie and Fitch, but like those stores back in the day
Oh
smelled amazing.
yeah, yeah, that's a good one. Those did smell good. Abercrombie and Fitch stores. What a that is a real throwback.
Yeah, and Hollister.
And Hollister. Oh, yeah, I'll put that in here as well. Hollister.
Like it just whatever, I guess
Nah,
those two,
dude,
but
I'm
like
gonna list them all.
I didn't really like I guess I did. I like the Abercrombie cologne, and I wore it for a while in college, which is really funny because everyone's like, "You smell so good." I'm like, haha, you shop there when you were younger, but because I don't wear any of that anymore, not that I know of at least, but those smells were always so good, and like I had the fierce like Abercrombie cologne, and oh yeah, I honestly was gonna buy more of it, but I thought I should be like an adult and buy like Giorgio Armani or
Yeah,
whatever, and I did, but now I'm kind of regretting it and kind of wish I had
that's so funny.
my throwback.
That's so funny. One of these days you're gonna get Nancy's like, damn, you smell good, and you'll be like Abercrombie and
You
Fitch.
want to go shopping?
Oh man. All right. So what are some that we missed? What do you got?
I had apple
Oh,
pie,
that's a good one.
brownies, pine trees, or you said coffee,
Oh, I
bonfires,
put
and
bonfires.
then like obviously candles are kind of like hit or miss, but like vanilla cinnamon candle is like a
Oh
good
yeah.
scent to me.
So I had vanilla on here as well. I also similarly to cinnamon, I had cinnamon rolls. Fresh bread.
Oh, damn,
Fresh
cinnamon
bread
rolls.
like fucking smells really good. Like, oh dude, love bread. Treat.
Go give me that juice.
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh
Some
my
nice
god.
bread,
Oh fucking A.
some gluten development.
Oh Jesus. I put pizza,
Oh yeah,
oranges,
yeah.
like the smell of oranges.
Oh,
Uh
I do love these small
you said
oranges, especially when
campfire,
cleaning.
like like a baby. Fucking good whiff of it. Good whiff of
Oh
it.
yeah, puppy. A puppy smells good too.
Oh, I see. I've never really been around like I feel because like I never had a dog growing up, so I didn't get to smell that, so I never got to
Way to
experience.
bring it up, Tyler.
Way to just bring it up, dude. I'm fucking just getting too fucking giggly again in the 5v5. I put This is not a good thing you should be smelling, but the smell of Sharpies. Um,
I think gasoline's a
yeah, I
popular
put
one.
gasoline as well. All right, so
Sharpies.
this one, like
Glue.
this one I saw on a list, and I can't. I'm trying to remember because it's been like I think the last time I would have smoked a cigar was when we were in St. Louis.
Lake of the
But I'm trying to
Ozarks.
remember if I like the smell of it or if I just like smoking a cigar.
I don't
I'm
know.
trying
Either
to
way, they
think.
stick around with you for a while.
Yeah,
So
does the smell of a cigar good? I'm trying to like.
smells pretty
I feel
good.
like it's decent. Not like
Yeah, I mean that's a
definitely not
popular.
cigarettes, but I'd say cigars, yes.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I think yeah, that's
The
my whole
smell of.
list. Oh God, what were you gonna say?
Do you like the smell of cocaine?
See, this is a good test to see how many people are still listening.
Yeah.
There's like, wait, what did you just say?
I've never smelled it, but apparently it smells pretty good.
pretty,
I'm just
pretty
kidding.
out of this world. Oh my,
Don't do drugs.
don't do drugs. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to think. Did we miss any other smells? Like, I feel like that's pretty good. Pretty
I'm
comprehensive
sure there's a
list.
lot of other
There's
smells
a
out
lot of
there, but
there's a lot of smells. Yeah, so that was pretty good. What did you have for your five? We'll go through them again.
yeah, my five was bacon, leaves in the fall, garlic bread, clean laundry, Abercrombie and Fitch, Hollister stores back in the day.
Solid. I had coffee in the morning, fresh cut grass, cookies coming out of the oven, popcorn, and the new car smell.
Nice.
Nice. So I'm not seeing any other questions in the chat. So I don't know if we want to give it a
Yep.
little bit or if we can if we just want to close out here and any questions we can make sure to answer next time.
Yeah, I think we can close out here. It seems like there hasn't been much interaction in a little bit, but we thank you all for joining and thank you all for listening. It was a lot of fun talking with you guys. We hope you guys enjoyed the live episodes. We'll hopefully be doing it more and more if we don't always get busy with work
Yeah,
or,
exactly.
life. But I think next weekend
Yeah,
we probably will not be having an
we'll take
episode.
off next week and we'll resume the following. Official.
A podcast episode. I might have an episode on the airport, but no, but we probably won't be recording anything next week. But the week after we should be good. Halloween weekend, everyone. Spooky
No
season.
way. Is that the
So
next time we'll? No way.
maybe we should.
Is that?
Oh wait,
I
probably
think you
not.
just.
Actually, because the
I think you
16th.
just skipped a week. No, yeah, you did skip a week
I just
because
damn.
next week would be.
Nice, dude. I forgot. I had that. Wait, I gotta look at the calendar, dude. I'm not organized like you, but I have to figure out if I have something that
Wait,
week.
no, because I think so. Next week, yeah, next week. That Sunday is the 24th. Then the following Sunday is the
The
31st.
31st.
Which for that Sunday we should definitely go live. Do you think people would want to tune into a live on Halloween, or is that kind of lame? I don't think I'm going to be
Yeah, we
doing
probably
it
just
on
want to
live.
probably want to do it earlier though,
Yeah,
because like trick or
trick or
treaters.
treaters.
Well, if trick or treaters even come, I don't know.
Yeah, I doubt there's no way I have trick or treaters. We're like all adults in our building. Like, come on now.
Yeah, we have.
But I feel like
Yeah, I don't think we have
I
any
could
kids near
see.
us
Oh, but
either.
the only thing I was gonna say, I feel like yours could. The only thing though is you have.
You can't get in. You
It's almost
they
like
can scan you
it's
in.
almost like the second floor people in your building might get trick or treaters from the outside. From the because can't you enter their building from the
Because
street?
they can walk
Yours
up,
you can.
but they'll probably just do like the residential neighborhood behind us. But yeah,
Yeah, true.
we'll see what we can do. But probably like an earlier episode, maybe
We'll figure something
if
out. We'll
that
do something.
if it permits
We'll
us
try to do something fun.
for Halloween. But
Oh
until then, we'll
shit!
see you the weekend
Sorry, I was just to say. I
after.
was just say after that, then we're in fucking Seattle, Portland.
That's right.
It's just
So
fucking
that's why I
zoom
was
by.
thinking there's like constantly stuff going around. But which we could
Crazy.
do an episode there if we want, but I don't know. We might not because I don't know
Yeah.
if I'm gonna bring
Yeah, I don't know if I want to
the
bring
gear and
my
everything.
gear. Well, what we could do is maybe in lieu of an episode, instead of doing that, what we could do is maybe just go live from our Instagram.
We'll make a vlog.
Yeah, we'll just make a vlog. We'll like share our experience, and then we could go
We'll be
live
influencers in the
and
wild.
answer questions from people. Be like, "What's up?" Like, subscribe below. We can go on Instagram live again. That could be a good TBT. Maybe we could do that. We'll figure something out. We'll try to do some
Yeah,
fun
we'll
stuff.
talk
Keep
it
you all
over.
engaged.
Yeah, but the next one is looking like it's gonna be October
24th.
24th.
Yeah.
So mark your calendars, everyone. But yeah, we really enjoyed you guys again tuning in, and we hope you guys had a blast learning about being an adult and how you guys fare with it and how we fare with it too. And then hopefully you're not too scared to climb Mount Everest now, and hopefully you'll start joining sports betting. So
if you
with
if
that,
you
we
need
hope you
referral
guys
bonuses,
enjoyed.
let us know.
Yeah, literally. With that, we hope you guys enjoyed the episode. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.